All right, take it away.
AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit right here in the Grand 411 First Street. Go check them out. Joe and his team are doing a great job. They've redone the inside of that building. It looks awesome in there. All new, updated stuff for hobbies, from Traxxas RC cars, Magic the Gathering cards, to Legos. They have advent calendars. It's a little late for that, but I mean, you can still have an advent calendar for a few days. My niece Jane, she has the Disney advent calendar, and every day you get a little toy, a little figure from Disney, and she can name every single one of them. She carries that bag around with her. So yeah, go check out Hobby Habit here in LeGrand, 411 First Street, just for the fun of it. EOU men's basketball got their first 2 conference wins of the season this weekend over Multnomah and Warner Pack. Thank goodness. These wins bring them to 2-3 in the CCC and 3-7 overall. They're currently in Temple Terrace, Florida for the next few days. They're going to take on University of Fort Lauderdale tomorrow, and then Florida College on Thursday, and then they're off until the 30th when they open the CCC home part of their schedule right here at Quinn on the 30th of December against C of I. Big game. C of I think, is ranked number 5 now in the country. They spanked us in over there. They beat us by 30. And
oh, man.
So we need some redemption there, I think. Anytime we can beat a Kobe Blaine coached College of Idaho team, I will be happy. The women, they got 2 conference wins this weekend too. Multnomah and Warner Pack, which was big. That was their first 2 conference wins of the year. They're 6-3 overall, 2-3 in the CCC. They're off for all of Christmas break, so they're done until the 30th when they host C of I at Quinn as well. Those games are, I believe, 1 and 4. So get up there and check them out at the end of Christmas break. Nothing better to do. Go watch some EOU basketball. EOU men's wrestling won both their duels over the weekend, beating MSU Northern 21-18 and Wayland Baptist 33-7. Senior Kyle Knutson he was the only EOU men's wrestler that placed at the Reno Tournament of Champions on Sunday. He ended up getting 6th place, which is, that's a huge tournament with a lot of people. That's really, great job by Kyle there. They're off until January 5th when they head to Arizona for 3 dual meets over 2 days, conference dual meets. The CCC in wrestling is weird because there's teams all over. There's Arizona teams, there's Canada, there's Montana, there's Oregon, there's a lot of traveling in wrestling because not all the schools have teams, so you got to go a little bit further. Over the weekend, Irma Rotano for EOU women's wrestling was the only Mountie to place in the Women's West Coast Tournament of Champions. She brought home a 4th place medal. They won't compete again until January 5th in the NWCA National Duels in Cedar Falls, Iowa. LeGrand boys wrestling had 3 placers at Tri-State over the weekend. Ridge Kerr, Tommy Belding, and Bragan Anderson, with Bragan Anderson bringing home a 2nd place medal. This is by far, I would say, LeGrand's toughest tournament of the year. Tri-State is huge. The Tigers, we all know how good LeGrand is at wrestling, and they placed 14th. So Think about that. They were the 14th best team at this tournament. So that's the kind of quality that this tournament brings to the table. You got Idaho, Washington, Oregon. It's called Tri-State, but there's also Montana too. So there's actually four states represented, but it's called Tri-State. And it's definitely the most toughest tournament LeGrand will be in all year, by far. So EOU men's basketball, they got those 2 wins, and it puts them in a position where, hope's not lost. It's still kind of frustrating, though, from a fan point of view. Like, the recruiting was really good. We brought in some really good dudes, and we're just not there. And maybe it's going to take a half of a season, hopefully a half of a season, to get there. But I want to see us, we were picked to finish in the top 5 in the conference. Last year we were number 2.
Oh, wow.
And the only team that was better than us was an undefeated C of I team that won the national championship in our conference. And this year we're just not quite there yet. Hopefully this Christmas break and this trip and just kind of reset the batteries for these guys, and maybe we'll shock C of I on the 30th. That would be awesome. Anyways, morning sports report brought to you by Hobby Habit, 411 First Street in LeGrand, just for the fun of it.